YouTube, welcome back. I'm your boy Michigan Grow Menno. It's been a while, man. Sorry for the late update, YouTube, but as you can see, these girls are just doing great. I got my son's birthday coming up this month and my girl birthday coming up this month. Happy birthday to my son and my fiance. That's why the update been kind of late. Been hustling hard, man, trying to make sure everybody get what they want. That's what we do as fathers, as husbands. We try to provide and make sure everybody get exactly what they want. But I have not neglected the garden either, though. So, how I've been feeding these plants. I told you, I watch YouTube. I watch you guys grow, everybody. I want to give a shout out to everybody who's new on this page. Shout out to all my new subscribers. When I first started these grows, I was doing a compost tea every week, at least once a week. And then I was giving these girls the fish emotion and then plain water. And that's how I go about feeding every time, back to back to back. But for the last couple weeks, YouTube, I have not been given compost tea. So in the beginning of the grow, you want to get that compost tea in so you can get microbes that just build a big micro colonized bed of soil, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But after a couple months of compost tea, you really get a good biology in the soil. So you can calm down on the compost teas. I haven't gave a compost tea in about 2 weeks, over since the last video. So it's been over 2 weeks. And it's because I feel like my soil, already I've been growing in this soil for 8 years. I believe it's been 8 years since I had the soil in this garden bed. And if you're a new subscriber, go back to the beginning where I was planting these plants, because I took everybody on every step of the process of planting these plants from day one, from seed all the way. The whole process is on YouTube. But when I was digging up this soil, you can see all the way down. I think I went down like 18 inches and you saw good soil all the way down. So these beds are good. Are filled with good soil. They get perlite, everything all the way down to the bottom. So what I wanted to do with the compost tea was make sure the microbes was there. And now that I got the microbes there, we can really focus on the health of the plant. So the compost teas was to get the microbes there, because the microbes break down the food very fast so your plant can get the food to eat. So the microbes is there now, YouTube. If you've been doing compost teas like I'm doing, you can calm down on the compost tea. I got a good YouTube friend. His name is Freedom Farmer. And love watching this guy. I've been watching this guy for years. And I noticed every one of his videos, Freedom Farmer, my boy, you've been doing a compost tea every time. And I noticed that's how you feed your plants other than the organic food. So if you doing the exact same thing, calm down on the compost teas. What you really need to be doing is seed sprout teas. The seed sprout teas is what you want to switch over to when you're going to your stretch and when you're going into flower. Popcorn seeds, alfalfa, all them are, when you sprout them seeds, that is what the NPK, not NPK, but if you get what I'm trying to say, that is what your plant looking for right now during the stretch and in flower. So what I would be doing, YouTube, do or get some. Sorry about this blabber, man. I'm just thinking about so many things at one time. But get sharpened up on some seed sprout teas. Some seed sprout teas, and that's what we need to be doing. I'm also doing homework. I've been going and watching people, and I know a couple companies sell the seed sprout teas, but it's always better when you sprout your own seeds and you put them in a compost tea yourself. It's always better than buying the mixture because it's not 100%. I don't want to down nobody, and let me not say that. Let me just say that it's always better to do it yourself. So, YouTube, seed sprout teas from now on. And what I have been doing during the stretch, YouTube, I've been giving these girls some house and garden. Only during the stretch, though. I've been giving them house and garden to make sure they get exactly what they need. House and garden is not an organic food. It is not organic food. But this is the only time that I give it to them is during the stretch, because this is when your plant about to get more vicious on the feeding. They're going to want more. They're going to want to get fed more. They want more water. So during the stretch, I give them this for about 2 to 3 weeks. And after that, that's when I'm going to give my bloom nutrients. After that, I'm going to try to get down to earth, but they always be sold out around this time. I should have been headed, but some of the stuff, I've been in trim gel, just so much going on YouTube. But I'm going to try to get that. If not, we're going to get Dr. Earth flower mix. And that's what we're going to give. What I'm doing is I'm trying to estimate these girls. See, right now we have no buds nowhere. So this plant is definitely still, all of them, they definitely still stretching. So I'm trying to see, once we get the white puff balls, that's when I want to put my bloom nutrients down. That's around week 2 to 3. And if I can time it right, I won't have to put no more bloom nutrients down no more, because the bloom nutrients last about 3 to 4 weeks. So if I put that down, that should last them to week 7, 6, 7 is somewhere like that. And I won't have to give them another feeding, because they should be getting a good flush. Hopefully it'll be colder outside and they'll be turning different colors, purple, pink, because this purple cherry popper, I done grew it a few times and I just saw it pink, I just saw it purple, and that's what I'm hoping for. But let's get through the walkthrough of August 2026 garden. Right here, our first 2 plants. These are the berry crushers that Elevate Seeds. Sorry about all the blabber in this episode, man. Next, right here, this plant and the next plant, these 2 are the purple cherry poppers that Elevate Seeds. Next, this one right here, I told y'all that one had them 3 leaves at the top. That's how you know a plant got confused and wanted to go in flower and then didn't know whether it was time. When you see them 3 leaves, your plant is confused. And this is our lemon cherry gelato by Barney Farms. And so is that one back there. Next, right here, this is our white runts by Barney Farms. And so is that one back there. You see the 6-foot fence, she up there. Next, right here, is our sherbet cream cake by Elevate Seeds. And I started noticing this yesterday. I don't know what's going on with this girl. I'm gonna take a leaf off and take a picture and see what kind of deficient or what this is on this girl. But yes, if you know what it is, please put in the comment, help me out. I won't have to do a whole lot of homework. I appreciate it in advance. Sherbet cream cake by Elevate Seeds. And so is this one back here. And that right there, man, this right here is our Mimosa Times Orange Punch by Barney Farms. I think these two was the best out of my Barney Farms. This one, these two mimosas. This is another mimosa by Barney Farms. And I appreciate you guys, YouTube. Thanks for coming and watch the update on the channel. If you made it this far, put a gem in the comment. Let me know you made it this far, because I really do appreciate y'all, man. I love making these videos. Even if I can just help one person, I did my fucking job. So remember, YouTube, always keep growing mentally, physically, and with these plants, man. I'm out.